This is Capital One Tournament Central.
Welcome back, everybody. Tennessee's senior Josiah Jordan James hoping for his first trip to the Sweet 16. A vocal leader for the Vols both on and off the court, James had no problem handling our brain game, 3 things.
I am Josiah Jordan James, and this is 3 things. 3 things I want to learn more about are basketball, space, and the ocean. 3 things I can't do are playing soccer. I'm not very good with the ball. I can't drive stick shifts. Wouldn't even try. I would hurt myself and other people. And I can't swim. 3 things that Coach always says is, you're not going to play if you can't guard. What are you thinking, son? And you have to be better, son.
Sounds like you, Chuck.
Hey, I'm right with him on the switch shift thing. I am far and away from that, but he's talking like a coach already.
Well, first of all, he seems like a great kid. Yeah. But I love when Rick says, hey, if you're not guards, you're not going to play. That's what I thought about. I thought about you because you say that kind of stuff. We're sitting here watching games. You know, because defense is the most important part of the game, and it's the hardest part because you have to be selfless, and you don't get credit for it. You know, guys want credit. When we watch TV, they only show dunks and shots. Nobody ever shows anybody playing defense. So it's always the hardest part. I was never a great defender, and I don't regret it. I mean, I was scoring and rebounding. Yes, you were doing plenty of that. But I never played good defense.
You're talking way too much about defense. We got to get to the offensive end of the floor.
There you go, Wally. Really, man. Really,
we got to get to the offensive end of the floor. I'm going that direction with Duke. I mean, Duke is playing outstanding offensively. Jeremy Roach has been lighting it up since he came back after his injury. Yep. Derek Lively, though, has been key anchoring that defense. Blocked 6 shots the other game, the recent game. And then you look at Tennessee. They survived committing 18 turnovers. Can't afford to do that. They've held 21 opponents under 60, and they're 21-0 when that happens. They've got to be better offensively, and it starts with taking care of the ball. If they can take care of the ball and get some offense, they can be competitive. If they don't, I think Duke wins comfortably.
Well, we'll get back to all of that in just a few. Meanwhile, Santiago Vescovi spent his formative basketball years playing in Uruguay. Minutes from now, he and the Vols take on Duke. Spot in the Sweet 16 on the line. Capital One Tournament Central continues after this.
Imagine a new Buick designed to make your life a piece of cake. I was going to say easy as pie, but that's way better. Imagine a new Buick that makes backing in a walk in the park. When you kayak in the park. Now imagine this new Buick with Wi-Fi and unlimited data.
What's the password?
You're going to hear that a lot. The new 2024 Buick Encore GX. Imagine that.
Targets are on site.
Were you followed? No. Do you have the assets? It's all here, as we discussed.
I'm in position.
Should we get some lunch? Sounds good. Famished.
If you're an undercover agent, you need to be undercover. And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
We're out to get out of there.
In pursuit. See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
All right, class is in session. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the fundamentals of basketball fanology to make you the ultimate hero of the hardwood. How's that for a course description? Lesson number 1. During this presentation, pay attention. 2. Mind the dress code. 3. Leave your inside voice outside the arena. Let them hear you. March Madness. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/MBB tickets. Class dismissed.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Shop everyday great prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Bikes start at $59.99. Plus BCG Activewear starts at $7.99. And grills start at $99.99. Shop great brands at the best prices. Deals end Sunday.
T-Mobile covers 99% of people in America. So when we say we have your town covered, we mean it.
Where I live is a rural area, and the coverage has been awesome.
And great coverage is just the beginning. Families and small businesses can save up to $900 versus Verizon.
The savings we get allows us to do more things as a family.
We're a one-income military family. Saving every month really does help us.
Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Switch today.
There's always an if in life. But if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings when you get a low balance alert, it's cool. That's Regions Life Banking.
Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
See the view from above with Sky 5. Weekdays on News Channel 5 this morning.
It's over in Tennessee, survives and advances.
We're a team that can compete with any team in the country, and they belong wherever they play.
We don't really care about the seed, so we just got to come in and do what we do.
And Duke comes up with a convincing win, and they get ready to go to the round of 32.
In the round of 32, it's never an easy game. We understand now the next step that needs to be taken, and I think our guys understand what's at stake.
Well, the Duke Blue Devils have been really, really good when these 5 guys are in the starting lineup. 19-1 overall, 11 straight wins entering today's game with Tennessee. The question is, will they make it 12 and move on? We always talk about teams hitting their stride at just the right time. Duke's one of those guys.
You love to see teams ascending and playing really well as you come into the tournament. But I've had countless coaches over the years say, that's fine, but you have to make your momentum within the tournament from game to game, and they're in a good place. And the key to me is Jeremy Roach. He brings together a really young starting group, and defensively, Wally and Charles, they've really elevated themselves in being a lockdown defensive team.
And what a job John Shire's done.
Yeah.
The brand new head coach taking over for Mike Krzyzewski, the GOAT. He's done an outstanding job of developing a young freshman core to just being outstanding on both ends of the floor. That guy is matchup problem.
Yes, he is.
Filipowski, the way he shoots the 3, but he also gets after it down low. He plays a rugged, tough game also, Charles.
I really want to see Roach, how aggressive he is in this game. He was really aggressive in the last game because he took the matchup with Max personally. He needs to keep being aggressive. Now, Tennessee missing Ziegler. He's the guy. I think they're going to miss him a lot today with Duke's defensive pressure. I think that will show I like Duke.
You like the way, as we were talking about trending, you like the way the Blue Devils are looking these days?
They're playing as well as any team in the country. For sure, I'd agree with that. And Zakai Ziegler, because he's the point guard, that 18 turnover number, they've really struggled. 61 assists and like 55 turnovers is what Tennessee has had in the games he hasn't played in.
Enough talk about it. Game time. That does it for us for now. Duke and Tennessee coming up next. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Geico. You could save even more by bundling home and car insurance. Taco Bell's grilled cheese burritos. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
I'm a better shooter, I'm a better dribbler. You can't really create shots the way I can create shots. Okay, relax. Ow! That seems to be best blocker ever. Best ever? 5 syllables for you. Brianna Stewart. Certified block party. I mean, the best ever from like a guard perspective. Marcus Smart, no. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to go down there. The best ever is most definitely, without a doubt. Nope, you're not. Magic.
Hey, what are you doing?
Watching March Madness.
With AT&T 5G?
Yep. Do you want to jump up?
Can I? Okay.
Oh, hey, welcome.
What's the score?
You guys comfy?
Oh, you're like a couch. But you're Steven Adams.
Even better than a couch.
Oh, nice dude,
Yes!
Madness loves company. Connect with AT&T 5G.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. I bet. Hey, can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision.
That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The Buick Envision, built around you, all of you.
Get 3.9% APR for 5 years and no monthly payments for 90 days. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $750 purchase allowance on Buick Envision models.
Hey, you!
New Balance. We got now.
Good evening.
He's interesting.
I've seen more interesting.
An army of monsters is here.
I don't want to see you die, which is why I'm going to leave the room.
Thanks for your help.
You'd have done the same for me.
Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Rated PG-13, March 31st.
Good afternoon from Orlando, and welcome to the second round of the NCAA Tournament, the round of 32. As the 5th seed Duke Blue Devils from the Atlantic Coast Conference take on the 4th seeded Tennessee Volunteers from the Southeastern Conference. The winner here advances to the Sweet 16 in the East region, which will be played at Madison Square Garden next week. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, Dan Bonner, Lauren Shahadi is on our sideline. Dan, with Purdue losing, the East is wide open.
Kevin, the East may be wide open, but when you're playing Duke, it's hard to get wide open because 7'1", 230-pound Derek Lively has something to say about that. Not only can he cover anyone on the court, he can cover anywhere on the court. Here he follows the players, then follows the ball, and finishes off with a block shot. That's good defense.
And Dan, with the theme of the night being defense, there is no better defense in the country than the Tennessee Volunteers. A high-scoring Louisiana team got 55 in round one.
Head coach of the Blue Devils is John Shire. He played there, he coaches there in his first season, and he's got a lineup change this afternoon. Mark Mitchell is not playing. He is injured. Derek Whitehead will make the start. And for Tennessee, Santiago Vescovi is their leading scorer. And they, the Volunteers, are coached by Rick Barnes in his 8th season in Knoxville. This is his 27th NCAA tournament, the most among active head coaches.
He's looking to go to his 8th Sweet 16.
Terrific officials this afternoon here in Orlando. Kip Kissinger with 13 NCAA tournaments, 6 regionals and a Final Four. Michael Greenstein has officiated 4 regionals and 15 NCAA tournaments. And A.J. Desai, 8 NCAA tournaments, and away we go in Orlando with the second of our 2 in Roach, who is huge on Thursday, has it for the Devils.
Tennessee opens in the man-to-man, and it is going to be a physical man-to-man. These guys are big, and they are wide, and they like to hit you.
Filipowski right into Kravchuk. Away it goes, out of bounds to Lauren.
Kevin, you mentioned Mark Mitchell not starting today because at practice yesterday he landed awkwardly and he's having trouble moving his knee. Look for Jalen Blakes and Jacob Grandison to cover Ryan Young as well. I'm told it's unlikely he'll play in this game at all unless he starts to move it a little bit better, Kevin.
He's a freshman, Lauren, from Kansas City, and thank you. Come on, across the lane, Filipowski defends. Kravchuk knocked it away, but he knocks it right to Tyrese Proctor, who is emerging and bringing the ball down and finds Filipowski into a thicket inside. Kravchuk has the ball.
Boy, he blasted him.
Well, Rick Barnes wants physical play, and he said, we're going to hit him. And they did.
I don't think he meant that.
No, what he meant was the help on the play before where Filipowski ran into bodies. That's what Rick Barnes wanted.
Well, now, okay, after looking at that, I'm not so sure he hit him all that hard.
No, you're not saying that a player
No, I would not.
T-Ray would never say that.
Okay, I would not say that.
I just wanted to be clear on that.
Kravchuk picked up his first. It's Roach. He had 23 on Thursday. Whitehead triple. With the rebound by Josiah Jordan-James.
And Duke is going to have to do something to open up that Tennessee defense. They really do a good job keeping you out of the lane.
A lot of congestion in there for the driving Olivier. Come on.
Give Filipowski credit. Tennessee is going to try to go at him all night and really make him defend both in the post and on the perimeter. First time tonight, he stands right up to it.
Well, you saw Lively come to help.
Come on against Filipowski.
And that time, Come just beat him. But you saw Lively come to help Filipowski out. And if Lively's going to do that, then Plavsic has to make himself available.
Roach is blitzed.
They worked on that pick and roll so hard yesterday, Tennessee, to make sure they got the trap we just saw over there on Roach.
They can do that when Lively's the guy setting the screen.
Shot clock at 4. Lively to Roach. Over Vescovy. The triple.
Well, Vescovy went under on the pick and roll. Roach a little bit better mid-range shooter than from 3, but he shot it well the other day. Well, he only made 1, actually, and he will shoot it when he has that much space.
Ajak lost it. Running is Proctor. It's out to Whitehead for 3.
Boy, and then Plavsic just knocked him down again.
Plavsic upset.
He better be careful.
And that's 2, though, and Adu's coming in. You see Whitehead hit that 3. And this is really tough. With the Mitchell injury, Duke is forced to turn to a guy who's only a surefire first-round pick in the NBA.
Plavsic coming to block out. The Plavsic is 7'1", 265 pounds.
He is a big rascal.
He is,
but transfer.
But Kevin and Dan, Filipowski, as Dan pointed out on the first one, is doing an outstanding job of selling these calls.
Let's go to our rules analyst, our officiating analyst, Gene Steratore. And Gene, what'd you see?
You know what? I don't think anything's flagrant there, and I think it's a great job early. The officials recognize there's going to be physicality here. We see both of these. With this second one, he kind of seeks him. It's still blocking him out, but it's good to see that the officials are right on top of this and going to limit the physicality without letting the players feel like the intensity can't be there. But this is him seeking now and just delivering a shot, and a good job of the officials of being right on top of it.
Not a flagrant. Gene, thank you. Something tells me we're going to be hearing from you more. 2 early fouls on him. Roach will lose it. Proctor diving for it. It's getting grisly, and there is a ball with 17:36 held and a timeout taken by the Volunteers. With Duke by 4, a couple minutes in for a trip to the Sweet 16.
Let's eat, y'all. Let's eat, y'all. Let's see if you can keep up with the beat, y'all. Take a seat, y'all. Time to feast, y'all. Then let's see what you can really do for me, y'all. Crab legs, dog eggs, bon appetit, y'all. And another round of drinks, can't even speak, though. Can't keep my eyes off this precious cheese, And I thought I saw a wink, was that for me, y'all. SVP, are you gonna be there with me? Or SVP,
That rocking chair would look great in our new house.
Oh, new house, eh? Well, you should definitely see how Geico could help you save on homeowners insurance.
Nice tip. I'll give you $2 for the chair.
2? That's a Victorian antique.
All right. How much for the recliner, then?
Wait. How did that get out here? That is definitely not for sale.
Is this a yard sale?
If it's in the yard, then it's for sale.
Here we go.
Geico. It's easy to switch and save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Build around the driver. No. Begin with the human. Begin with how they feel. Craft every detail. The look, the sound, the feeling. To create more than a car. To create a connection. The first ever Mazda CX-90.
Lowe's knows it's not just what we've got, it's who we've got. That's why we got nearly 300,000 associates that got your back. Sure, Lowe's knows the tools, materials, and tech to tackle it all. But Lowe's knows you also need the how-to crew. And the partners pros count on. Lowe's knows no matter what you're taking on, it's always easier when you got the right people, the right products, all at the right place. You got this, and we got you.
In the time that I've been working here, I've noticed some disturbing things. You guys have ghosts?
At CBS, we believe in ghosts.
Darn tootin'.
Now's the time to get sucked in. Ghosts After Young Sheldon, Thursdays on CBS, and catch up anytime on Paramount Plus.
Best Coke ever. Take a taste and see for yourself. Duke an early lead of 4. Klocic with 2 early fouls for the Volunteers. 17:36 in the first.
Kevin, I just don't like that timeout. As a coach, to me, my timeouts are more valuable than a single possession with 17:36 to go in the first half.
Stan, it's his usually to lose the timeout, and I know it's early to use it, but when we get to the end of this game, I guarantee you we'll have monitor reviews in the last 2 minutes to check whether who the ball's off of when it goes out of bounds.
Vescovi.
So he'll have extra timeouts.
That is an excellent execution coming out of the timeout by Tennessee to get their best shooter open for a 3.
Tennessee, one of the best defensive teams in college basketball. Duke right now is playing the best basketball for this young team that they played all season. Filipowski. Edu defends.
And Filipowski, he's not noted as a guy who likes to play down there, but he can play very effectively in the low post.
He's 7 feet tall with great touch.
James, a floater on the fly, or is he trying to pass? Hard to say. Out of bounds nonetheless.
He would tell you he was trying to pass, but that looked to me like a floater on the fly.
I thought so, too.
I think it was a shot, but if Kumwa had been able to catch it and convert, I would have given him an assist.
You're really easy, Stan.
Well, give the guy the benefit of the doubt. I don't know for sure what he was trying to do.
Duke is 27-8 coming in.
So this is great ball pressure.
Proctor weaving, and Filipowski.
Well, Meshat's as good on the ball defender as anybody that I have seen.
Proctor 3. Some defense was there. Vescovi the other way. Proctor will defend.
Well, maybe as good as Proctor has seen, too.
James. It's a triple, which is off. Edu with the hustle.
Tennessee's a great offensive rebounding team, as is Duke. Something to watch as the game goes on. Both of these teams capable of getting multiple opportunities.
Come on with Filipowski.
Is that a tough shot?
He's got 4 and 2 in a row.
John Shire telling his guys to go. They're not a racehorse basketball team, but you want to get down the court before this Tennessee defense can get well established.
Duke has won 10 consecutive games, averaging more than 13 points in the win margin, with Roach trying to pry inside. And James grabbed it. And they call it a tie-up. The Duke Blue Devils, number 5. The Tennessee Volunteers, number 4. A trip to the Sweet 16 of the balance on CBS. This is what it looks like.
Bono and the Edge.
Upgrade to the Disney Bundle for even more.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up bottomless drinks, bottomless chips and salsa, and a cheeseburger and fries for just $10.99. Hey, it's 3 for me, not 3 for us. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Come here. You know why people are always looking at their phones? They're banking with Bank of America. See cousin Jimmy over there? His girlfriend just caught the bouquet, so he might need a little more help saving for that engagement ring. The groom's parents, you think they're looking at photos of their handsome boy. They're not. She just saw how much they spent on ballroom dance classes. Won't be needing those anymore.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do?
Feeling this electric is invite only. Fortunately, you're invited. Experience the elevation of electrification at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Am I picking up a hint of citrus on the palate?
Yeah, light and effervescent.
A light beer that's serious on flavor and light on serious. Blue Moon Light Sky.
I'm gonna grab my 9-iron.
Can Degree Advanced pass the T-shirt challenge? Let's see if Joel gets any sweat marks. Unbeatable nonstop protection, tested to the limit. Final score? Still dry and fresh. Degree Advanced, instantly dry, 72 hours nonstop protection.
Can we get a puppy, Mom?
Please? Girls, pets are a big expense.
Maybe try switching your car insurance to Progressive. You could save hundreds.
Thanks, TV Dad. We'll think about it, okay?
Look what I found.
Oh, puppy! Oh, no. I wish TV Dad was always in charge.
Listen to your TV Dad. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $700 on average.
We are back in Orlando. Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on NCAA.com as we now take a look at our advanced stats presented by Invesco QQQ. These freshmen of Duke have scored 64% of the points for the Blue Devils this season, the highest among freshmen at a big school in the country.
Number one is VMI. Yep. Inside easily, and Tariq Whitehead gets it. And if you're just joining us, Mark Mitchell not starting today. He had started all these games this season for Duke, but injured a knee in practice. About 5 minutes gone in the first half. Vescovy, Adu, Lively there, Filipowski there with a whistle. Duke was picked to finish second in the ACC and back in North Carolina. They eventually finished third with an undefeated home record for John Shire, taking over for Coach K. And then they, in the tournament, beat UVA to capture the ACC postseason. Here is Adu, Dan at the free throw line. And he is a good free throw shooter. And Kevin, as you're looking at the stats around this game, the Duke Blue Devils, they are not a dynamic three-point shooting team. They only shoot 33% from out there. They only get 28% of their points from beyond three. And so to be successful, they have to operate inside. And this Tennessee defense, I mean, it keeps you out of the middle. And these guys, these are great defensive players, and they're wide as houses.
They are big. Volunteers finished fourth in the Southeastern Conference. They lost their starting point guard in late February. Ryan Young is now checked in, feeding to Filipowski, who runs into Vescovy. Whitehead. Long shot. That was over Phillips, who just checks in. With the rebound, lassoed inside by Owaka.
Owaka doesn't get a lot of minutes. He's as good a rebounder as there is in the country. 9th in rebound percentage total, 5th on the offensive glass.
Key to Owaka, and Filipowski will defend. Adu inside, out it goes. Vescovy will get a new shot clock with which to work. Ooh, right in the tractor, foul. Vescovy.
Filipowski got hit in the face on that play, too. If you're playing Tennessee, it is going to be a battle, a physical battle.
Well, he really did get hit in the face. That's Adu trying to get the rebound. Oh, yikes. Now remember, Mitchell is already out. They can ill afford to lose Filipowski.
There goes the ice on that temple on his eye socket. And there's Proctor, the Australian, taking one. Wow. Gene, what'd you see here on both those plays?
To me, guys, this rebounded play is just a basketball play. He's coming down after securing a rebound, and we see that there's a pretty nice size cut there under the eye of Filipowski, but I just think it's a basketball play, and you've got big guys going for basketballs, and sometimes these things occur, but I don't see anything there that looks flagrant in my opinion.
Filipowski going for the ball, the ACC Rookie of the Year.
Well, Gene, what about that play out front? I think that's the one they're actually looking at.
And that was on Proctor.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a peek at that one right now, Dan. You know what? When I see this one, as he's starting that little swim move, the ball is relatively, it's up around the chest, but the arms and the elbows aren't out to me and looking like they're in that fashion where you would think that contact would be of any severity with the arms. I actually think on the look we just saw, I'm not sure if it's the basketball that makes that contact.
I think it is,
but it doesn't look to me like a shot to the elbow. Does it look like the basketball from your end, Kevin?
It did, yes. Right? The ball, as he was swinging around, appeared to have it, but that cut is deep under his eye, and we don't need Freddie Pacheco here to tell us that.
Yeah, I think he got hit with the basketball.
He got hit with the basketball, I think.
Proctor's a tough kid.
Yeah, he got hit with the basketball.
And Proctor, here's an interesting thing about those two. Proctor
was a foul, but it's not a flagrant foul.
Proctor was a roommate of Vescovy at the NBA.
Passing cuts a comment or just a basketball play. The second one was just an offensive foul. Ball hits him right in the face and he goes.
All right, Gene, you heard that. What's your feeling on that?
Great job by Kip Kissinger, too. And I think, too, when you look at Proctor's defense, he has provided enough space in front of him so that it's not a cylinder foul. But when Vescovy goes to reach, he reaches into that space because Proctor's given him a good distance to make a basketball move. That's why Kip Kissinger stays with a good call of an offensive foul, because Vescovy kind of reaches into that space on Proctor, and it's a good call for player control.
Well, Duke's running out of guys.
Well, they just brought in Jacob Grandison. There's a whistle, and there's a foul, and that goes on the aforementioned Grandison.
Well, we knew this game was going to be physical. We knew it was going to be a battle, and it is. And now Awaka's going to come back into the game to match up with Ryan Young.
There goes Adu. He is from Durham, North Carolina. As they've got some gel, and they're trying to close that gap under the eye of Filipowski. Vescovy, roommates at the NBA Academy, these two, Proctor and Vescovy. Phillips gets it, and James drives over Grandison.
Really nice job by Tennessee getting into the lane, and they can do that with Filipowski and Lively both on the bench. Ryan Young's a big guy, but he's not a shot-blocking presence.
It's Proctor. Young, the Northwestern transfer. Bumping into James. He's on a swivel. Shot clock at 7. Roach careening into bodies. The ball was deflected. It's loose and vacuumed in by Vescovy. Here come the Vols. Hold on! Julian Phillips finishes off the play.
Well, they thought that Julian Phillips was very, very nervous the other day. Assistant coach Justin Gainey telling Rick Barnes that, and so maybe that'll get him going.
Roach punching into the paint. Out of bounds, shot clock at 14.
Wow, this is really some play. And Tennessee, we talked about the effectiveness of that Duke defense. What's less effective, the defense, when you can get the ball out and run. And Tennessee's defense is creating these opportunities because Duke's offense is totally out of rhythm.
Young and Whitehead check out for the Blue Devils. Filipowski back in there with Lively. Proctor will inbound, and Adu jumping up and down, and a timeout for Duke.
Well, Tennessee creates problems because on every baseline out of bounds, they put their center on the ball. And it's tough for those guards to find open people.
You got a team? We got a family. You got an ego? We go to work. Take us out. You coming for us?
Volunteers on a 6-0 run. It has been gnarly early in this one.
Well, it has been very physical, and the Duke Blue Devils, they are tall, but they are not as bulky as Tennessee. And you can see the Volunteers, they just use that strength. So far, Duke, I mean, they haven't backed off, and they have to be careful not to back off, but this is really tough.
Proctor, Phillips got the inbound steal, and then Filipowski answers at the other end.
But that's what we were talking about on the baseline out of bounds. John Shire uses his point guard, Tyrese Proctor, as the inbounder. He's trying to get that ball in over Jonas Adu, and he wasn't able to do it.
And they called a timeout, and then they set up another play. They still couldn't get it in. Very fortunate to keep that one over the Blue Devils.
Roach, a junior. Grandison, Filipowski off a screen in the drive. Bodies falling up and under and off.
Filipowski made a nice move. He got absolutely swarmed inside, got a pretty good look, and he's excellent with that left hand, but just wasn't able to finish that one.
Well, Adu got behind him and I think tipped the ball. Filipowski's, I mean, he's got to be patient. He's, you know, he looked to me like coming back up the court, his body language, like maybe he was a little upset.
Tyreek Key with the miss. Lively with the rebound. He had 6 blocks on Thursday. Proctor will rock it the other way. And Filipowski with the ball. Another hit. Roach.
Well, this ball pressure is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it has always been the foundation of Rick Barnes' defense. And Coach Barnes has always had among the best defensive teams in the country.
They just control the paint, don't they? What a rejection. Swatting it away. Adu. The length of the Volunteers. The freshman for Duke. Bodies banging, crashing it to each other early on here.
You know, Coach K, retirement looks good on you.
Who needs championships when you can look at birds?
Coach, I'm looking at a goat.
A hospital bill for $1,200? Did you say gap?
He's talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
But with Aflac, you can get money to help close that gap.
Aflac, huh?
Aflac.
Gap. Aflac.
Gap. Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover at Aflac, official partner of March Madness.
The future is threatened by enemies often unseen.
Taylor Marine.
And unexpected. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater. When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant. Marines.
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you so you can do not taxes.
Shazam has been declared a lightning bolt of perfection.
So, that's us, right?
It's an electrifying adventure that's full of surprises.
Oh my God. Stick to saving the world, kid.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Rated PG-13.
Come on now, let's ball now, let it all out.
Spring moments made easy. That's totally Target.
This isn't just overtime. It's overtime at Buffalo Wild Wings. So fill your beers, have a Blazer challenge for dessert, lose your voice rooting for a 15 seed you've never heard of before today, and get 6 free boneless wings from B-Dubs when the March Madness game goes into overtime and you check in on order with Blazer rewards. The sports gods have spoken, and we've answered the call. So wipe the sauce off your bracket. We ain't done yet.
Moments ago, Rick Barnes, the Volunteers coach, with our Lauren Shahadi.
Coach, we know about Duke's size.
how's your length helping?
Well, we got good size, and once we settled in and got the nonsense out of the way, I thought our guys, great effort. Great job on the out-of-bounds situations, and we've had good shots at it. Going to be a good hard-ball basketball game.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
1 second to shoot on the inbound from Proctor of Duke. Filipowski. Proctor. Roach. Tees up a three. They've been scoreless for the last 4 minutes until that hit.
Well, we said, though, they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league, or in the country, one of the top 10. And they get a second opportunity there, and Roach converts.
What a great play by Proctor. He hardly hit the floor before the ball was out of there.
James and Proctor. Meshack and Roach. Rebound, Lively. He's got 2.
And I love that interview with Rick Barnes. A little smile at the end. This is the kind of game Rick Barnes loves to coach in.
Whitehead, who started for Mitchell. A robust move into the paint with a foul. That's going to go on Meshack. Watch live men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device. With NCAA March Madness Live. Scan the QR code now to download. Meshack picks up, Dan, his first foul for Tennessee.
What we've seen here so far, I think, and I don't mean this literally, but it's almost like Duke has been punched in the mouth. And so these are young guys. Let's see how they respond.
I think you can say literally.
I agree with that.
Proctor. Adu, mismatch. Oh, behind the back in the fadeaway. Lively was trying to dig for it.
Now, one thing that you're going to have, if you're going to play as physically as Tennessee has been playing, you're going to have to expect to pick up some fouls, maybe a lot of fouls.
Well, they're 259th in the country in sending opponents to the free throw line. It's really about their only weakness on the defensive end of the floor.
Olivia Cromwell just picked up his first for Tennessee. There's a quick inbound and a quick foul. 5 seconds. Take that back. 5-second violation.
Well, that baseline out-of-bounds defense is very difficult. Jonas Adu is how you have to inbound. And if you're going to inbound with your point guard, it's going to be difficult.
Vescovy back in. The Proctor on him. James, Adu screen, 3 off. Lively rebound, 3rd.
Tennessee doing a great job getting it back.
Ball is deflected. Rose tries to get it. It will be Duke's ball. Under 10 to go in the first.
You know, it's amazing. They drive in. You think, okay, he's got a little bit of an opening. The defense has collapsed. He can kick it out. But Tennessee's so active with their hands, they're tipping those passes that they're trying to make out to three-point shoot.
Adu checks out. Plavcic checks back in for the Volunteers. He's got 2 fouls against Louisiana the other night. 9 points in 19 minutes with a couple boards.
My guess is we haven't seen Plavcic's last foul today.
Filipowski backing his way in. Cromwell hits the deck.
It's possible we haven't seen Plavcic's last foul in the first, 11 minutes of this half.
That's very possible. But look, Filipowski, he's taken 3 hits already today, and he just puts his head down and goes to the basket on that one. Give him some credit.
Cromwell picks up his second foul for Tennessee. And here is Filipowski at the free throw line. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals against Oral Roberts on Thursday. And this Wednesday, Survivor has epic challenges and stunning game moves. Don't miss a new Survivor Wednesday at 8/7 Central on CBS and is streaming on Paramount+.
We got a game of Survivor right here, Kevin.
That's right.
Who will be the last man standing out here?
Survival of the fittest.
Well, I thought, speaking of survival of the fittest, that maybe Filipowski was rocked a little bit, but he looks like he's totally recovered now.
Yeah, he does not look intimidated. Like he has been deterred out of
Lively is on Vescovy, and then they get it back up on top. Vescovy now. Lively is there. Long three off rebound. It's inside. It was grabbed by Awaka. Ends up to James over Whitehead, who got a hand on the ball on the shot. What defense by Derek Whitehead?
But what defense by Lively? He tracked the ball all over that half-court situation.
As he seems to do all the time. Constantly moving. Filipowski. Whitehead, three.
And this is who John Shire was forced to put in the starting lineup today. Just a guy who I guarantee, whenever it is that he comes out, will be a first-round NBA draft pick.
Meshack, James, Meshack, Vescovy. Josiah Jordan James, a senior from Charleston, South Carolina. Topchich. Vescovy snakes inside for the shot. Off of Tennessee. Back it goes to Duke.
Well, one of the terms that has become popular lately in basketball are 3-and-D players. Whitehead blocks the shot, goes down to the other end, rises up, and makes a three. This guy is super talented, the prototypical NBA wing player, and a tough guy to stop because, Dan, even if your defense is great, he can just go over the top of you from just about any range on the floor.
Duke is on a 7-0 run. Filipowski. It's the Blue Devils' biggest lead.
Stan, I'll tell you, that defensive intensity by Tennessee was great to start the game, but it's hard to maintain that level of defense if the offense is going to score against you. And what a response by the Blue Devils.
Vescovy, triple, bucket. And Tennessee, which started 5 of 9, 0 of their last 6 until that hit from outside.
Well, hey, look, we've talked a lot about Tennessee's defense, but Duke's a heck of a defensive team, too. Another top 25 defense. I like what I've seen out of Filipowski. I like his response to the physical play. He's going right back at it.
Roach. Filipowski, another triple. Vescovy sees it hurtling his body out of bounds.
Filipowski looks like he should be a better three-point shooter, but he's under 30% on the year.
Big screen on top. Awaka, foul. It goes on Duke. Proctor will pick up his first. The Duke Blue Devils, the Tennessee Volunteers on CBS.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You're fans of the grind, of sun drying, kneading, and flattening. All for a perfectly imperfect tortilla. You've never bought into the idea of store-bought. Because you know saving time is never as important as cherishing it. You are fighters, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
If you're making a to-do list today, make it easy on yourself. Just write down Reese's, then write down eat them, and then you're kind of done for the day.
Subway keeps upping their game with the Subway Series, an all-star menu of delicious subs. There's the Philly, the Monster, the Boss.
If I hadn't seen it in person, I wouldn't have believed it.
Eating is believing, Steph. The Subway Series. Try Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Ooh, man, you need to trade that in.
Nah, I'm good.
Could be great with the AT&T Galaxy Phone trade-in. Do the Kentucky thing.
You mean one and done?
That's right.
Or I can stay with this phone, say, 4 years. And when the time is right, I declare I'm ready for the next level of phones.
1 year, 4 year, any condition.
Yes! Madness loves company. Everyone can connect on the new Samsung Galaxy S23 free with the Galaxy trade-in. Any year, any condition.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 2.9% APR for 5 years on turbo high-output engine Sierra light-duty elevation models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get $5,500 total value.
Follow the path to passion, hope, and history. A
tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. GMC, we are professional grade. And by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Duke is led by as many as 6. Tennessee is led by as many as 3 moments ago. Lauren with Duke head coach John Shire.
Coach, I hear you yelling, catch it, catch it. How are you establishing a rhythm offensively?
Well, it's hard to establish a rhythm. They do a great job on defense. They're really good at what they do. So for us, we just need to have poise, continue to play strong. We had some really good drives the last stretch. We need to do more of that here the rest of this half.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Well, poise in the face of that kind of physicality and pressure, Dan, is absolutely key in any game.
Well, it is. And speaking of face, every time Duke goes over to the bench, they're still working on, it's like, can he last 15 rounds? It's like he's sitting down in between rounds of a fight. They're trying to keep that blood from coming from under his eye.
They got a good cut man over there, Julian Phillips on top, Vescovi. He gets by Roach. And down he goes and fouled on the shot, and under 7 to go, and Roach will pick up his first foul for the Blue Devils.
Vescovi is so smart. He knows that they're running out to defend that three. He gives that little fake and gets inside and draws the foul.
He's got one of the best shot fakes in basketball. I didn't say just in college basketball, in basketball. But my other takeaway from that interview was this. Lauren Shahadi works a whole lot harder than we do.
Follow, highlight her for everything you need to see her and what she's doing in sports and culture. Scan the QR code now and don't miss another moment. Vescovi, a 2-time first-team All-Southeastern Conference player.
Little zone press here from Tennessee.
Roach. Big game Thursday at the controls. Hand on the rudder, and he takes it the other way for the Devils. Although Proctor now relieves Roach a lot of the times, bringing the ball up, and that has been a developing story for Duke this year.
So Duke has turned it over 6 times. That's resulted in 7 Tennessee points.
Grandison. Filipowski doubled. Oh, they just picked his pocket. Vescovi the other way. A head fake, and Grandison is there and back out with a screen by Plavsic. Tyreek Key. Vescovi looking to fire every time he's got it. Oh, a lot of traffic inside. Lively just knocked it away as Plavsic was trying to fire. Whitehead by traffic. 16-footer. No foul called. It is on Awaka, who picks up his first.
There's some kind of intensity out here. Filipowski never saw him, and Vescovi was able to knock that away without fouling. And then, you know, Plavsic is a big guy, but Lively, even though he's not as wide, he is a really good athlete and a great shot blocker.
If you can't dunk the ball on Lively, you're going to have a hard time scoring around the rim.
Whitehead at the line. There's a look at Lively. Tariq Whitehead starting for the injured Mitchell. Whitehead, the Naismith National High School Player of the Year.
And even though Whitehead has played very well, Mitchell may be the one Duke guy who might be built for this kind of game.
That's a good point.
Oh, that's an 85% free throw shooter. Just missed 2.
Dan, coming into the tournament, he was 23 of 26 for the season. He was 0-1 the other night. 6 to play, first half. James, again, getting tangled up down low. A quick foul. Roach will pick up his second, the guard for the Blue Devils.
Roach is hanging on there, and that's right in front of the referee. Roach wraps his arms around him, and boy, I'm telling you, you set a screen, you better be able to plant yourself because these guys are running into you.
And give the young guy Phillips credit for setting that solid screen. That's ultimately what ends up drawing the foul. That's the reason for it.
Tennessee shooting 35% from the floor. 2 of 5 from 3. Vescovi. James. Vescovi, triple. Inside, Filipowski grabs the ball, his first rebound, and roached the other way.
Whitehead got away with that one there. He gave Vescovi way too much space.
Travel.
That's the 8th Duke turnover now in the first half.
You know, early in the season, the Blue Devils had a problem with turnovers, and as they have played well, that turnover problem has disappeared, but it has reappeared today.
Well, we've seen times, even later in the year, where pressure has bothered them, and there's not many teams that put more pressure on you than Tennessee.
It's Key. Leaping rebound by Grandison. He is a transfer from Holy Cross in Illinois. Senior from Oakland on the floor for the Devils. Proctor back in. They just took out Roach and Filipowski on top with James on him and Lively. To the side, it was tipped, it was ricocheted off the fingertips of the ones at Vescovi, and it will be a Duke possession. Shot clock at 14.
Another thing Tennessee has done is they have prevented Lively from touching the ball in a position where he can score, and that's generally right on top of the basket.
Great point, Dan. He doesn't have a shot tonight.
Proctor trying to chisel his way close. He's got his first basket this afternoon.
Well, he's got a size advantage inside, so if he can get down in the paint, even if he can't get to the rim, he's got a chance to shoot it over the top.
Adu. Nice shot outside. Jonas Adu. He was the top prospect in North Carolina, and he chose Tennessee, although recruited by the Devils and all the schools in that area, including North Carolina. With Whitehead, a long shot, which will go out of bounds. It's Tennessee's ball, and the clock at 4:22.
Well, Adu, you know, we talked about what a good free throw shooter he is. He can certainly, particularly give him that much time, he can make that 18-foot jump shot.
That one looked very good.
James free to fire. Off, loose, vacuumed in. Oh, he's got a swarm of Blue Devils around him, and it's Vescovi on top. And approaching 4 to go in the first half. There's a whistle. Adu is on his back. Foul called. Filipowski is the guilty party there for Duke. It's his first. We step aside.
Fresh, warm hot dogs.
When I'm not selling hot dogs, I invest in a fund that advances innovations like robotics.
Fresh, warm hot dogs straight out of my torso. One for you, one for you.
Oh, you're a messy one. Cool, right? So cool.
Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ, a fund that gives you access to NASDAQ 100 innovations.
Hot dogs. Fresh, warm hot dogs.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risk, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
It's magical. They say when you get a new car, you see it everywhere. But when I was matched with my truck on Cars.com, I saw it everywhere. I guess that's what a perfect match does to a person. My question is, did the truck start to see me everywhere? Cars.com. It's magical.
Chipotle's new Chicken Al Pastor is fire on every level. Fresh chicken hot off the grill. A rich marinade of seared morita peppers and ground achiote balanced with a splash of pineapple. All combined for the right amount of heat. Chipotle's all-new Chicken Al Pastor is where fire meets flavor.
And what if I want to change my plan?
State Farm's here to help.
What if I want to change sports?
Newcomer Chris Paul is maintaining a narrow lead in these final meters. But here comes an opponent closing the gap. 1 foot in front of the other. They are battling it out. And Chris Paul edges ahead. Those are the hips of a champion.
At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs. Get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In Alaska, the wild fish are plentiful, but the potatoes are lacking. So, Arby's stepped in to pick up that slack. $5 crispy fish and fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
A Corona and palm trees.
A Corona and calm seas.
And a balm breeze.
And some long knees, strong like a tong squeeze. You'll say, "Aw, geez," when I make your lawn freeze. Was that good?
No.
Oh.
It was incredible.
Oh.
bad.
Oh.
But this is good.
I shouldn't have rapped.
We're back in Orlando. Watch whip-around coverage of all men's games on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with Fast Break. It's presented by AT&T 5G in the March Madness live app. Scan the QR code now to download. No one yet in double figures scoring in this one. Duke is led by 6. Tennessee is led by 3.
Well, the interesting thing is turnovers have been a big story, and they're Duke turnovers. We talked about the fact that Tennessee is playing without Ziegler, and sometimes they've had a tough time handling the ball, but not today. They've only got 4 turnovers, and they are leading the points off turnover.
And Stan, as Rick Barnes said yesterday, this time of year to lose your point guard, it couldn't have come at a worse time. It was on February 28th when he went down with the torn ACL. Oh, slammed in on the miss. And punched through by Joseph Adu.
You're not giving him an assist on that, Kevin? Phillips, I thought he threw the lob over the top.
That was a mistake by Lively. He went after that ball to get a block. He had no chance to block it, and that left Adu wide open.
Filipowski.
That's a great point, Dan. Shot blockers have to exercise some discretion.
Vescovy has it. Lauren, what do you have?
Spoke with Zakai after he jumped to pass and landed awkwardly. He had surgery on Monday, so he's not here today. Doctor didn't want to risk any blood clots. The first thing he did after the injury, get this, apologized to his teammates for letting them down. He's anxious to get back on the bench in his scooter and cheer on the guys. He said he needs his guys to make it to next weekend, and he will be there.
He's watching today. Lauren, thank you. They miss him, and they've had to adjust on the fly, which is tough to do. Roach. Filipowski tees one up from 3. Rebound is lassoed inside. They get it to Julian Phillips, freshman from South Carolina. Vescovy. James tries to penetrate into Blue Devils there. Adu. Filipowski getting the rebound inside. He's got a couple.
Give you an example of Filipowski's versatility. He's able to stay in front of a guy like James.
Well, they wanted to test him today. They wanted to go at him. He has stood up to that challenge very well. Now he's struggling on this end of the floor against Tennessee's great defense.
Accelerating is Proctor. Outside Crandison. The triple won't go. The rebound is collected inside. Vescovy's off to the races. Approaching 2 to play in the first half. Off the screen, Vescovy, and down low it goes. With Adu trying to reverse, and a rebound by Lively hits the deck, and he triggered off to Proctor. He'll accelerate.
A little advice for the Tennessee big guy. Challenging Derek Lively inside is not going to be efficient offense.
There's an offensive foul. Lively will pick it up. Coming up on AT&T at the half. Greg, Clark, Wally, and Charles will break down our first half. They'll have highlights from our first game between Furman and San Diego State. Go into the Sweet 16, and they'll look ahead to Arkansas, Kansas from Des Moines. All coming up on AT&T at the half. Lively picks up his second foul.
And John Shire's very upset about the call. You can understand, but Lively's trying to set a screen, and when the defense is as active as that defense is, number one, it's hard to set screens, and number two, with all that contact, it's hard for the officials to tell who's moving and who's not.
Ashak is in. Vescovy has the ball. Adu. Key, 3, good! It's a 4-point lead for Tennessee, their biggest today, and part of a 12-2 run.
Got to get in the lane somehow.
Young to Roach, the push, the foul. Roach will pick it up. Roach has got his 3rd.
It's a good call. He pushed off. It was also a great sell of the call by Vescovy. Just put a little arm out, and Vescovy watching. Oh, my gosh. Oh, great job. I don't have these bios in front of me, but I'm guessing Vescovy and Kyle Filipowski are both drama majors at their respective universities.
That's the Tennessee pressure again creates that. The pass wasn't a great pass, and Roach is trying to protect the ball.
Mashak Vescovy and a foul. Vescovy was moving because he had space, but there was a foul, and it goes on a walkout. Vescovy was setting up the fire. Kip Kissinger visiting with Rick Barnes.
The officials are going to run out of air in their lungs to fill these whistles.
Yes, they are. I didn't see that one clearly, but I know Awaka is a big body who's certainly willing to set solid screens.
Proctor. Youngest screen and the feed thrown away. Vescovy the other way. Dancing on Grandison. He's always moving, isn't he?
Always. Well, you're going to guard Vescovy, you're not going to get much rest.
Half minute to play. Awaka. Filipowski on him. Difference. Shot clock, game clock, about 11 seconds. Vescovy outside. Proctor waiting. Outside. Took that from Memphis, and out of bounds it goes. It's off of Duke, and 3.0 on the shot clock.
That was a deep shot by Vescovy.
Yeah, it was almost like he thought the shot clock was at 1. He had plenty of time to get the ball closer to the basket.
Vescovy led the SEC in three-point shots made last year, number 3 this year. Key 3. And Vescovy hustling, got the ball again. Final seconds, first half. Vescovy making the move. Inside, Edu. By Young. Tennessee closes the first half on a 14-2 run. The last 8 minutes. And Vescovy has been terrific. Lauren, take it away.
Coach, a 14-2 run. What do you like most about it?
I thought our defense was really good. You know, we stayed after it, came up with some deflections. Our out-of-bounds defense was good, and we started really moving on offense, and we got to get that movement more.
My guy said this is the exact kind of game you want. How accurate are they?
It is. What we said coming from the beginning. We wanted them to fill us every possession and really be aggressive and physical and go at it, and we've done a pretty good job.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Thank you.
Kevin.
It's got to be the kind of game he wants, Stan, and particularly those turnovers. You saw those numbers. You just can't play that way if you're Duke.
No, 11 turnovers, and a lot of them are forced by that outstanding Tennessee pressure.
Tennessee by 6 will send you to AT&T at the half after these messages on CBS.
Welcome to the tour.
How is the search for love going?
I mean, I had such high hopes.
This is your first tour. You're supposed to go hard.
I'm so happy that I get to see America for what it is.
You don't know my values. Maybe we have more in common than you might think.
Why don't you just tell me what they are?
Mom, what are our values?
You're with him every day. How do you resist him?
Are you serious? Because I'm with him every day.
FX's Dave. Coming soon. Stream on Hulu.
Hey guys, we're just gonna be gone for a few days.
Another conference. Can't you tell them no? It's not like you're saving the world.
Nice work, guys.
Best buys ever, am I right?
True Lies. New Wednesday, 10/9 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Talk about a slam dunk.
Your morning routine just got better.
CBS Mornings.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Perfect.
Nice. As long as we're imagining.
Give it up for your reigning mission champion!
Me? Oh, come on.
Save on a new Corolla Cross, the first ever Corolla SUV. Or get the best-selling Camry, now with 3.99 APR financing, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Life is full of ifs. But if you can cash flow like a pro, safeguard against surprises, and supercharge your savings with Regions Life Banking, the if in life becomes less iffy.
Regions Bank, embrace the if in life.
Bally Sports is now streaming on Fubo. Watch the Braves and more of your local teams. Plus, over 100 top channels on the live TV streaming service awarded by J.D. Power. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Fun is in full bloom with the multiplier instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Make these tickets grow with prizes that you can multiply 10, 20, 50, and even 100 times. Buzz toward bigger and bigger wins today with multiplier instant games. Find them today at your nearest Tennessee Lottery retailer. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
This is AT&T at the half. AT&T 5G. Madness loves company.
Always interested to see how a team comes out at the start of a game. Tennessee Volunteers looking like a little willpower en route to a 27-21 halftime lead. Hi, everyone. Welcome to AT&T at the half. Greg Gumbel alongside Clark, Wally, and Charles. I think when we resume this game, Chuck, it's going to be third down at about 12.
That was a coaching player masterpiece. They're like, guys, we're going to turn this into a slugfest. And now Tennessee plays like that all the time. Now all the emphasis on Duke. Can they handle it, or are they going to get physically and mentally tired? Nobody likes to be a power running back. Everybody want to be cute and dainty. Nobody want to pound the football. That was a masterpiece by Coach Barnes and his players. They made it physical. They were aggressive. Man, that was beautiful.
Clark, let's get to the highlights.
Yeah, I tell you what, the one thing that jumps out at me, other than the great defense, 5 turnovers for Tennessee. They had 18 in the last game they played. Look at the physicality. That's Kyle Filipowski taking a shot there. Nothing illegal, just a physical, tough play. But he comes back in and gets to work. He's not backing up right to the rack there. It's part of a 9-0 run by Duke to give him a 6-point lead, but Tennessee would not go away. It's a 1-point game after that Adu's throwdown, and Adu again getting work done. How about Tyreek Key knocking down the 3 at some point in that half? But I tell you what, taking care of the ball, we talked about it at the top. 18 turnovers in the last game, took care of it, only 5, forced 11. Plus advantage and points off of those turnovers, Wally. And it's going to be interesting to see how Duke responds. They're a younger team, not quite as physically mature as Tennessee. Can they bring the fight to the Vols in the second half?
To your point, my freshman year I weighed 210. My senior year I weighed 245.
There you go.
Yep, these are freshmen playing against men that are predominantly upperclassmen and seniors. And right now the physicality, we can feel it while we're watching it up here, guys. Look at this. Slavchich just absolutely steamrolls Filipowski. Get out of here. Filipowski, normally 7-footer. He can finish that shot. Adu has been outstanding in the paint at changing shots and blocking shots. I find that against a team like this that's playing pressure defense, you can't change the ball from side to side. You have to look your defender in the eye, get them off you, and just attack them. And you can't take that extra dribble. If you take that extra dribble, they're coming and forcing turnovers.
I think what you have to really do is, like, take it as a personal challenge. If a guy's going to get into you, you got to force the referees to make calls. And referees are sensitive, too. You got to force them to get in the penalty early, because Tennessee's going to play like that. Like Clark says, 100%. It's up to Duke now. Can they handle the physicality? But if guys are aggressive toward me, I'm just going to make an aggressive move and make the ref call a bunch of fouls.
Where were you eating after your freshman?
He was lifting. He was in the weight room.
What were you eating?
He was in the weight room. He was in the weight room.
Eating?
Bagel deli.
Okay.
It's fine.
Earlier here on CBS, first team advanced into the Sweet 16 in the South. 13-seed Furman facing 5-seed San Diego State. Chuck.
Well, you got San Diego State. This was a beatdown also, and y'all killing me with these names. Somebody named Aruk.
My partner.
Yeah, I don't understand all that. But Michael Parrish, another one right here. Now we got Michael Bradley getting ready to score. Nice move, nice left. Their offense was fantastic. And you got a great pass from Keyshawn Johnson to Lamont Butler. He finished with a 2-handed dunk. And right here, Jared Barnett launches a 3 from the corner. This was a beatdown. This was men against boys also.
And it was so good from an efficiency and execution standpoint, Chuck. I've not seen San Diego State play any better than that in total.
But what's interesting, we could just play what we said the first game, but what we saw in the second half. Right. They were so physical against the Paladins, excuse me. They were really grown men. And even though Tennessee does not have the talent level as San Diego State, you can see they want bodies on these guys the entire time. Even if they're just running through the lane, they want bodies on them.
All right, San Diego State, they await the winner of Alabama, Maryland, and it was after the game that it was a confident Aztec locker room on display.
We're going to be hard to beat.
Yes.
Like I said, we find the team to beat us, we'll tip our hats to them. But right now, that team, we haven't seen that team. So keep playing up to our standard, play as hard as we can, as long as we can, and let's ride this further, okay? Here we go.
Great job, boys!
Yes, sir! Team OD, family on 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wally, we're seeing some challenges being issued on the court in these games.
And that's great. And this was big for the Mountain West. You could see San Diego State kind of exhaled after getting that first win in the first round. The Mountain West had struggled, hadn't won a game since 2018. And you saw the San Diego State team, what they're capable. According to all the metrics and computers, this is one of the best teams in the country, especially the second half of the season. They showed it in this game.
Yeah, they sure did. They bring that kind of offense, then it's going to be really hard to beat that team with the confidence they're playing with.
All right, still to come, we'll hear from the Kansas stat stuffer, Kevin McCullough Jr. Stick around, AT&T at the half. Coming right back.
There's a new breed of hornet sweeping the nation.
They're so powerful and fast and unlike anything I've ever seen in my hometown.
These hornets are not natural. They're engineered. They cannot be domesticated.
Are you picking this up?
Let me feel your sting!
Taking the country by swarm. The all-new Dodge Hornet.
I'm over 45. I realize I'm no spring chicken.
I know what's right for me. I got a plan to which I'm sticking.
My doc wrote me the script. Box came by mail, showed up on Friday.
I screened with Cologuard and did it my way.
Cologuard is a one-of-a-kind way to screen for colon cancer that's effective and non-invasive. It's for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider for Cologuard.
I did it my way.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
Have you heard? Fire Country is this season's hit sensation.
The best.
That's how we do it, people. People are buzzing and just can't get enough.
Let's go.
Now is the time to step into the fire.
I'm here to save as many lives as possible.
Fire Country, Fridays on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
And Arkansas will advance.
When we get going and we're hot, we're one of the best teams in the country.
Arkansas will have a day with the Kansas Jayhawks.
Right now, preparation starts for Kansas.
Everyone wants to knock the defending champs off. We want to defend our title.
The top seed Jayhawks looking like the reigning national champions.
We work all year for this moment.
Arkansas and Kansas coming up next here on CBS as the Razorbacks seek a third straight trip to the Sweet 16. Standing in their way, the reigning national champions. And a big reason why the Jayhawks are poised for another championship run is Kevin McCullough Jr., the Texas Tech transfer who turned 22 on Wednesday, can impact a game on both ends of the floor. He also had 20 seconds for us.
Kevin McCullough, and from Kansas University. My favorite color is blue. My biggest pet peeve is when people snack when they're chewing. My favorite video game is 2K. I like to dance a lot. I can cook a little bit. My best dish that I can cook is maybe a PB&J and some ramen noodles. My favorite ramen noodles is shrimp, and my favorite color Gatorade is orange.
Chuck, do you grill your PB&J?
Well, I will say this. There's nothing wrong with PB&J.
I didn't say there was.
We didn't say anything about
And one of the greatest things ever created was those Uncrustables.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't discover those until very late in life. I like peanut butter and jelly growing up.
Yeah.
And then this dude told me about them. Greg told me about them. And I keep them stacked in the freezer at home.
Yeah, I love those things.
And orange Gatorade is still the best, hands down.
Nothing like
H2O. All the flavors, orange is the best.
I agree with that.
Really?
The classic, the original.
Tell me about the game, Wally. What do you like about it?
This is going to be a tough game for Kansas. Grady Dick is very important. You know, we're seeing the freshmen struggle a little bit dealing with the physicality, you know, here in this Duke game. But this Arkansas team, they've underachieved all season long. They have a ton of talent on their roster. Eric Musselman gets his guys to play in the NCAA Tournament. They've had a lot of success in the NCAA Tournament. So Grady Dick, especially, better be ready to roll today.
The only way Arkansas can beat Kansas is make it physical. They got to use their physicality, because Kansas has, to me, more ball speed, talent like that. But Coach, the two game plans we've watched, the first game today and the first half night, Arkansas gonna have to play like that. That's the only chance they got to muck the game up and make it a physical contest.
We may be seeing a trend here. Arkansas, according to Ken Palm, is 16th in defensive efficiency. The two games we've seen, these teams are ranked in the top 25 in that category. Let's see if that holds. But you're exactly right. That's the way they've got to try to win the game.
It all started with the blood all over Chuck's blanket.
That's right.
Second half is coming up, but right now, let's go to our special contributor, Lily, so she can tell us why Madness loves company.
Madness loves company. But what else loves company?
The one buddy in the group chat who never responds.
Yep, they got a little giggle fest going inside. They do the little, huh, but then they don't want to put finger to, you know what I mean?
And so you're saying it's an audible, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
What was that?
What would you call it?
It was more of a
Oh, it's more of a
They're probably silent but deadly, you know what I mean?
Madness loves company. Connect with AT&T 5G.
At first, it was just a team. Now I can't imagine my life without them.
That coach changed our son. On the field and off.
When the season started, I still thought about Dad. But I could start focusing on the things he taught me.
At first, I didn't know anyone. I didn't know where to sit at lunch, anything really. But that season changed everything.
I'm your overly competitive brother. Check. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh?
You got no game. Dude, that's a foul.
And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Real mature.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
Welcome back to Orlando. Watch CBS Sports HQ for free 24/7 coverage of the big dance and all the biggest moments in sports. Catch tournament highlights, picks, previews, recaps, and much more. Download the CBS Sports app to watch today. Tennessee's 6-point lead, their largest so far against Duke. The second half is coming your way with a trip to the Sweet 16 on the line.
So it's decided. We'll park even deeper into parking spaces so people think they're open.
Surprise! Can't hear you, Jerry.
Sorry. Yeah, can we get a system where when someone's bike is in the shop, then we could borrow someone else's?
No.
Or you can get a quote with America's #1 motorcycle insurer and maybe save some money while you're at it.
All in favor of that?
There's a lot of buttons and knobs in here.
NCIS and NCIS Hawaii, Mondays on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
T-Mobile covers 99% of people in America. So when we say we have your town covered, we mean it.
Where I live is a rural area, and the coverage has been awesome.
And great coverage is just the beginning. Families and small businesses can save up to $900 versus Verizon.
The savings we get allows us to do more things as a family. We're a one-income military family. Saving every month really does help us.
Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Switch today.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted.
You know I didn't come to play.
With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get a Sonata with 0% APR for 48 months or up to $1,750 bonus cash. Now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
When it's tournament time, we don't go big. We go bigger.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament is sponsored by Dick's. Dick's believes sports have the power to change lives. Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Progressive, bundle home and auto and save. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Halftime here, Tennessee, Duke, the Nissan first half statistics. The turnover story is big. Tennessee had 18 turnovers on Thursday, just 5 so far this afternoon. Kevin Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, Dan Bonner. Dan, what is the biggest concern you think for Duke coming out of halftime?
Well, other than those turnovers, I think it's the fact that Jeremy Roach has 3 personal fouls. And he is such a key component to this Duke team. They cannot afford to lose him.
Let's take a look at the run, Stan, late in that first half by Tennessee.
Well, fueled by their defense, Derek Lively leaving to try to block a turnaround jumper, opens up the offensive boards. Key hit a 3, and then Vescovy able to get inside, and when Lively's not in the game, Tennessee can attack the basket.
Points off turnovers, 12-3 Tennessee. Bench points. We can take a look at the fewest points that Duke has scored in the first half of an NCAA tournament game. It's the first year without Coach K. 42 years he led this program. Watching this afternoon, Vescovy inside, Proctor there. James a triple.
That's a great start for Tennessee.
So now it's a 12-0 run.
With Vescovy in, Tennessee is plus 11. When he sits, -3.
Not surprising.
Nope.
He's their best offensive player.
And punched away that time by Kumwa. Filipowski misses it all.
Well, Kumwa just turned a post-up into an air ball three-pointer.
Blue Devils still a little sloppy handling the basketball.
Hayshak. He traveled. Tennessee has had 8 more shot attempts than Duke this afternoon. Lauren, we swing it over to you.
Oh, well, Dan was spot on earlier. Jeremy Roach at the top of Coach Shire's list, but I was surprised. Coach said nothing changes. He can't play like he has 3 fouls. That will do us no good. He was very clear that a few less turnovers were leading this game. He said if we match their physicality while staying in control, we're good.
Going thanks. Here's Lively on top. Doncic is on him. Duke has had one score the last 9 minutes. Whitehead inside. He started, torn away. Doncic.
The number of deflections is just amazing.
Well, you got to give the ball up a little bit early. They're taking it a little too deep into traffic.
Nice pass, Vescovi.
When you see that help coming, Dan, when you see it coming, not when it's already there, you got to get rid of the ball.
Meshack, shot clock at 7. The bump into Whitehead. The feed to James. He'll trigger. Filipowski the rebound.
And now you got to move it up the court a little bit so before that defense gets there.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job getting back, but I totally agree with you. You've got to find some space, and transition is one of the few ways you're going to find space against this defense.
Roach with the 3 fouls. Vescovi is on him defensively. It's a 3, and it comes at a good time for the Blue Devils.
That's a big shot.
Well, he's hit all 3 of his threes today. They've got to try to find him more of those, and they needed that one bad.
Well, you can't change your style of play, but Duke's really struggling with their dribbling against this Tennessee defense.
Vescovi doubled. Try to put him outside. And come on, it's in a three-point shot. Beauty outside. And he has 7, his first triple today.
He's only a 31% shooter out there. Wow.
Roach makes a move. Vescovi tries to stay in front. And Roach again sneaks inside.
And that's exactly what John Shire told Lauren, that Roach cannot be tentative. And every time you take the ball in there like that, you're risking a charging foul, but you can't worry about that.
Well, Roach was their guy the other night, 23 points.
Big drive inside. And this right there by Meshack.
And he's turned his ankle now, has Roach.
He says, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right. It didn't look all right.
He's the only player on this team who contributed to last year's Final Four run for Duke. Oof, that left ankle.
That left ankle, he stepped on the heel of James.
He has had back-to-back 23-point games. In the championship game of the ACC at 23 against Virginia, and against Oral Roberts on Thursday here in Florida, he had 23.
And those are fairly big games, Kevin.
I would say so.
Conference tournament championship and an NCAA tournament game, yeah.
So as Dan said, that is the biggest concern right now, staying above water.
Look at that defense.
It's something else, isn't it?
He's trying to throw it inside, and he can't do it.
3 to fire, Proctor triple, fouled. Doncic picked it up. And now he's got 3, and Proctor to the line for 3.
Oh, and it was such great defense by Tennessee. And then it ends at this. You cannot fly toward a three-point shooter. You're going to foul all the time. If you don't foul them up top, you're going to get into their landing area. We've seen a lot of these.
And it's driving you crazy. It's driving you nuts.
Well, what's driving me crazy is I really admire how hard all these teams are playing defensively, but you waste all of that great effort on that possession with an undisciplined play.
Proctor at the line, a freshman from Sydney, reclassified. Should be a senior in high school. He'll be 19 April 1st. So he's an 18-year-old up there in a big role for the Blue Devils on a team of young players. Key will come in as they take out Meshack. Doncic will check out. Adu is in.
Well, here, look, you don't have to be a math major to understand this. Proctor is a 32% three-point shooter. He's an 87% free throw shooter. You just turned a 32% shot into an 87% scoring opportunity.
And just like that, Duke within 4. With a turnover.
Like, you know, Dan, I was a PE major in college, and I can understand that.
Duke thought they had it.
I did too.
And they went back, and then they waved him off.
Well, they've got to get stops, obviously. They've been pretty solid defensively. I mean, Tennessee only had 27 at halftime.
James will drive low. Whitehead with the block. Oh, he soared and got it. He's got a couple.
That's his second block, and those are on jump shots. That's not easy to do. This guy's a heck of a defender who can really shoot the ball. And that's two things that every team at every level can use.
James in on Whitehead. Shot clock at 6. Key, the transfer from the Missouri Valley. It's inside. It's grabbed in there by Roach. In a 4-point game, here come the Devils. Roach thinking 3. Filipowski. Proctor. Keys on him. Oh, a little shake and bake as he takes it down the lane. What a play! Prescovy the other way. Lickety split. Takes it in. More Duke defense. Filipowski got it. Here comes Proctor. Right into Adu.
It's a bad idea to shoot it when Lively's down there.
Yes. Bad decision.
Proctor free. Rebound by James. Dan, to your point.
I'm just not sure that that's the shot Duke was looking for. Proctor, as Stan just mentioned, is not a great three-point shooter.
Key inside. Oh, come on!
There's Roach. That's Roach's 4th foul, and what a finish by Kamwan.
More electrolytes versus Gatorade Thirst Quencher.
Is that thing supposed to be glowing? That's my Mars Magic Lamp. With my Capital One savings account, I get one of the best saving rates in America. So I have some extra cash to bring it home. 3 wishes and choose wisely. I wish I had some wings. How am I supposed to eat these?
I wish we had box seats.
Behold! You lost your wishing privileges. I wish I could watch the game in peace. Should have wished for this first. So your mind read it too?
Those aren't just any wings. Yeah, they're lemon pepper classic wings from Wingstop. One of 12 bold flavors that'll make your taste buds wonder, what have they been doing all this time? Order 20 wings with the full court meal at wingstop.com.
Hey, you!
New Balance. We got now.
Let's go.
All together now.
With AT&T.
That's my line.
I was just feeling it.
Madness loves company. Connect with AT&T 5G.
Have you ever pushed that red button? What do you think would happen? Nothing or something?
This is my husband, Dan.
I know him already.
Want to get pumped up for the game? Just tell Siri, play today's top hits.
And there is an old friend, Charles Davis, from our CBS NFL football team. Enjoying the game.
So you don't think he's rooting for Duke, do you?
I don't think so.
It certainly doesn't look that way.
No. For all appearances.
Dan, you're an observant.
Yeah, I try to be.
Olivier Kamwa is at the free throw.
Stan's handling the math. I'm handling the observation.
Olivier's dad hailed from Cameroon. His mom is Scottish and Finnish. Actually played for the Finnish national team. He's a senior for this Tennessee Ball Club, they're back on defense. 5 minutes gone, second half.
And there without Roach, he just picked up his fourth foul. He's on the bench.
Yeah, a lot's going to fall on Proctor now to create shots.
But he has been emerging. They take it away with James and a tie-up right there. With Grandison, the senior, holding the ball. Duke's ball.
Well, again, Grandison just not tough enough with the basketball. You can't hold the ball right up there to one of the Volunteers. You know they're coming.
But Whitehead just stood there and allowed the defender, James, to come to the ball. He didn't cut that door. He didn't move. He literally stood right next to him there.
Roach is the only Blue Devil in double figures with 11. And on the bench with 4 fouls. Filipowski down low. Comway's on him. They're bumping and grinding. There's a foul. Comway will pick it up. I think it's his third.
When you're trying to post up against Comway, you just have to be tough with the basketball because from behind, he likes to reach. And if you're tough with the ball, they're going to call a foul.
And he's going to come out now, and Awaka's going to come in. Awaka is as strong, if not stronger, than Kamwai is, so it's going to be tough, and better job getting the ball in bounds there.
There goes Filipowski, hatcheting his way inside. The pass is intercepted by James.
Dude, that's a tough pass to make from the congestion under the basket.
3 steals for James and a jump shot at the other end. He did it all. Got the steal, took it the other way, and got the J.
Well, he's been aggressive on both ends. He's taken 11 shots. Now, he's only made 3, but he's certainly working to try to score.
Knifing his way down the lane, Proctor.
They desperately needed that basket.
Well, they're going to need a lot out of him. He's really their only shot creator on the floor with Roach out.
But again, the Blue Devils' biggest problem has been hanging on to the basketball.
Key with the surge into the paint. Adu. James. Double. Key. 3. Rebound Lively. He's got 9.
Well, he goes and gets it. He doesn't just take everything coming into his area. You know, numbers can be deceiving. Some guys just, you know, they get a lot of free throw rebounds. They get ones that are uncontested. He's going to get the ball. And John Shire is going to bring Roach back into the game.
Filipowski bashing his way inside. It's loose and coming up with an Adu.
Now, the other thing, Duke is an outstanding offensive rebounding team. They only have 4.
Vescovine. Rebound and hailed by Lively. Proctor. Lively a screen. Down the lane. Proctor rollicking his way and hits the deck. He looks exhausted.
He certainly does.
Well, this game hasn't even had the stoppages that we had earlier. This game's continued on the move.
Getting ready to roll?
Yep. Right now is the best time to roll into Verizon and switch. I got this incredible iPhone 14 Pro on them.
Oh, love the camera.
Also an iPad. That's how I roll.
Okay, wow.
And this Apple Watch. All 3 on them. Just for switching.
Nice.
Switch now and get iPhone 14 Pro on us. There's more. You get Apple Watch SE and iPad. All 3 on us. That's a value of up to $1,700. And now that I'm rolling with Verizon, I get why more people choose it. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Verizon.
When you see Wendy's Square Hamburger, you know you're getting the best. That's why Reggie Miller is celebrating our every move.
Boom, baby! There's the beef! You ain't getting this next door.
Reggie says celebrating Wendy's hamburgers is a team effort.
Look at that.
And he's right. So,
Catherine.
In the building.
Sorry, Reg.
You like it.
When you want the best hamburger,
Square's the beef!
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Dave's Single.
I'm at this wing joint telling people that Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico offers motorcycle insurance? Oh, my lips are burning. No, my lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 85 years of savings and service. See how much you could save at geico.com.
It's too hot. This is too hot, mate.
Build around the driver. No. Begin with the human. Begin with how they feel. Craft every detail. The look, the sound, the feeling. To create more than a car. To create a connection. The first ever Mazda CX-90.
There's a reason why it's called a possession. It's not just who has the ball, but the opportunity. From Lexington to Nashville to Columbia, possession means this moment has your name on it. All you have to do is take it. So be ready and don't miss your shot. SEC fans, be sure to stay informed about COVID-19 and a vaccine option at PfizerCovid19.com.
AT&T 5G now takes us above the rim for one of the best plays of the day.
You know, there haven't been a lot of baskets on the inside going to the basket like this one. And this is a big one because it goes into, come on, that was Jeremy Roach's 4th personal foul.
Roach is back in.
John Shire is brought in back in. I totally agree with the decision. This is a crucial time of the game. What good does it do to wait till a 5 or 6 minute mark if you're down 15 at that point?
They'll take it himself and kick it off to Filipowski.
That's a great job by Duke getting the ball down the court, beating that pressure.
And Duke's going to go zone here, partially to protect Roach.
Tyree Key. Phillips, and then the pressure as it was applied to Awaka. 11 seconds on the shot clock, 12:01 to play. The winner here will go to Madison Square Garden and play in the Sweet 16. And with Purdue gone, the #1 out, the East is wide open. Hinscovy and Proctor on him. 3.
That was not bad defense.
That was great defense, actually. Didn't get beat on the move, kept him in front, and contested as much as he could without getting into his landing area.
It's Roach to Proctor. Grandison back in. And play Roach off the ball. With Proctor in control, Grandison tries to corkscrew his way down and got the ball.
Well, that was not a very good-looking play, but Duke will take that.
And Dan, their first bench points tonight.
Well, normally they have Whitehead coming off the bench, but with Mitchell out, their main scorer off the bench isn't there, and Duke stays in that 2-3 zone, trying to give Tennessee a different look and trying to protect Roach.
Trying to make the ball stand a little bit.
It's Key across the lane. Vescovy quickly grabbed onto and puts up and forces up a shot with that shot clock violation. Time ran out. Turnover by Tennessee. But on top, 44-37.
Imagine a new Buick designed to make your life a piece of cake. I was going to say easy as pie, but that's way better. Imagine a new Buick that makes backing in a walk in the park. When you kayak in the park. Now imagine this new Buick with Wi-Fi and unlimited data.
What's the password?
You're going to hear that a lot. The new 2024 Buick Encore GX. Imagine that.
With your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try this trick and spin it, yeah.
Next up.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Where's my mind? Where's my mind?
Next on Behind the Series.
Let me tell you about the greatest roster ever assembled.
The
monster, the outlaw, and you can't forget about the boss.
Sometimes you just want to eat your heroes.
The Subway Series, the greatest menu of all time.
It was me the whole time.
Well done, ma'am.
What did I do exactly?
With Snapshot from Progressive, you get a personalized discount for doing exactly what you're already doing, being a safe driver.
Congratulations.
This is a bowling trophy.
Yeah, it's the biggest one they had.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, have a good one.
You got this. Let's go. Gobble, gobble. I've seen bigger legs on a turkey. Rude. Who are you? I'm an investor in a fund that helps advance innovative sports tech, like this smart fitness mirror. I'm also Mr. Leg Day 1989.
Anyone can become an agent of innovation with Invesco QQQ, a fund that gives you access to NASDAQ 100 innovations.
I go through a lot of pants.
Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risk, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
Whatever's going on, whatever kind of day, we can always find a way to make room to play. Dunking in milk or dunking in the driveway. That's how we play. Here's what we know. Life's sweeter together. Oreo.
Hey everyone, I'm Greg Gumbel with the Intuit TurboTax Not Taxes moment. That is the terrific Jalen Wilson. He and his Kansas Jayhawks teammates getting set for Arkansas here on CBS. Tip time 5:25 p.m. Kevin, Dan, Stan, Lauren, back to you.
Jalen Wilson, the Big 12 Player of the Year for the national champions, the Kansas Jayhawks. You can take a look right there at some of the notes. Earlier here today in Orlando, 5th seed San Diego State took care of upstart Furman. And we've had no overtime games yet.
We've had some stunning upsets.
We have indeed. 1/16. That was a game that the 16th seed beating Purdue, which opens up the East, which the winner here will go on to the Sweet 16 at Madison Square Garden. Purdue out again early. Roach right down the lane. It's a Como rebound. Escovy the other way, and Proctor will again greet him.
Roach was determined to take that ball to the basket. I thought he might look for Lively on that roll. That's where Lively is so good.
They're crowding Vescovy every time he touches it. Come on inside, hooks it off. Oh! Slammed in, jackhammered in by Julian Phillips. He's got 4.
When a man-to-man team plays zone, sometimes it's hard to identify your blockout responsibility.
Certainly no one identified Phillips that time.
Proctor 3.
That was a huge basket right there.
6 threes from Duke. 7 threes from the Volunteers. Key floats it up. Filipowski lost it. Vescovy. And Filipowski in there. It's getting gritty.
It's been gritty the entire game.
What do you think Tennessee's shooting percentage is when they try to score over Lively?
Not very good.
No, I mean, they were lucky to get the second shot there, but...
Oh, good spin move by Filipowski for the News. Give him 9. And a 4-point game.
You know, this zone defense has changed the tempo a little bit.
Good point, Dan. Here's Phillips. Vescovy. Granderson's on him. The cutting Phillips, the bump into Roach. There's a whistle inside. And a foul, and it goes on Roach. Number 5. Wow, that is a blow to the Blue Devils. And Coach John Shire.
They changed the call to Proctor.
They changed the call to Proctor. Okay. Proctor reaches in and slaps at the ball.
Proctor reaches in and gets all ball. And then he is
but
fouled.
John Shire is not going to complain about that.
No, not at all. And then Roach gets the foul. John Shire very happy with that call. and the referee gives the Blue Devils a huge break right there.
It's Phillips on top. And the Volunteers will set. Phillips lasers one inside. Kumwa.
Kumwa's made some big baskets.
Well, they did a great job getting the ball into the middle of that zone right there.
Whitehead's got it. He started for Mark Mitchell today. Inside offensive foul. Filipowski will pick up the foul for Duke, number 2.
Now, this is a situation where Filipowski, he lowers that shoulder. And that's, I mean, this is really a tough call, but you got to credit Kumwa. He's moving his feet and he gets in front so he can put his chest into that shoulder. And again, they've called that all year that way.
I'm going to disagree with you for the second time in this tournament.
And that's okay.
That is a defensive foul. All he did was dive in front of him. If you're allowed to do that defensively, then just tell guys they can't drive the ball. That was a great drive and finish, and the foul was on Kumwa. That should have been a three-point play.
Kumwa, 3. 8 to play. The lead is 9.
Oh, what a turnaround.
Huge turnaround because of a brutal call.
Who 2 defenders fell. Filipowski tries to cash in. And give him 11.
He's playing well. He has stood up to the physical
play. He sure has.
He is staying on the attack. He is up for the challenge.
So Duke climbs in, and then Tennessee stretches it back out, and the Blue Devils have responded every time so far. Let's see if they can continue to do so.
That's to be picked up by Roach. Come on. That's an offensive foul on the Tennessee Volunteers.
And I think Filipowski got hit in the nose again.
Wojcik will pick up his 4th for the Volunteers. Sharp shooting Kumwa outside, lacing it through. And Tennessee leads at 51-44.
That was very nice.
Here's some.
Go.
Hello?
What happened?
New car warranty?
You know, you could use Active Armor. It comes with AT&T.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It'll protect you from those annoying spam calls.
Yeah, protection is key out here.
It is.
Madness loves company. Connect securely with AT&T Active Armor. AT&T customers can download for free.
Got room for another?
And what if I need help picking a plane?
State Farm's here to help.
What up, Bo?
Hey, guys.
What if he's not actually 7'4"?
We good?
Yeah, we good. Good work today, boys. Oh, it's 11.
At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs. Get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
One Coke, 0 sugar?
Thank you. Jordan Poole is the best stealer ever.
No. Muggsy Bogues is the best ever. Take it.
Huh. Dawn Staley, true pickpocket.
Dawn Staley, best ever.
She's no Tamika catching 5-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, Tamika, I think you... Should we just order 2?
Your milkshakes cost way less than before. Join Uber One and save way more.
Okay, that's a cut. I love it. Got it, print it, ship it. Now let's get to the cereal.
Ready, and playback. Your cornflakes cost way less than before. This membership...
Let's try the Wagyu.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more.
All of that rhymes with milkshake?
I mean, more or less.
Your grilled steaks cost way less than before. Your rides, too.
CBS presents the CMT Music Awards live with can't-miss performances by Blake Shelton, Carrie Underwood, Carly Pierce, Cody Johnson, Kane Brown with Caitlin Brown, Keith Urban, Kelsey Ballerini, Lainey Wilson, and more. You guys! CBS presents the CMT Music Awards. Live Sunday, April 2nd on CBS.
Volunteers by 7 now here in Orlando. Time for Aflac Trivia. So Rick Barnes is one of 9 coaches to take 3 different college programs to the Sweet 16. Clemson, Texas, and the Tennessee program. Which is a pretty big accomplishment, but there are a lot of coaches in NCAA history, Stan, that have done that.
That's not a lot. When we have over 300 Division I teams and we've been playing college basketball for a long time, that's not a lot, and that's a who's who.
That is a who's who, a Hall of Fame listing right there with a look at Rick Barnes. Dan, they're over there taking a look at the replay of something.
I think, you know, Filipowski's head snapped back again, and I think they may be looking at that last foul they called on Plavcic.
Also, I think Kamwa's 3 was perhaps also in question, and that was about 40 seconds ago. Let's see if I'm correct or you're correct.
Last offensive foul is any flagrant activity.
Thank you. Well, they're looking to see if Plavcic, this will be the 3rd time this game that they've looked at the big guy.
Plavcic is beating the heck out of Filipowski today. And Dan, if there were ever any question of Filipowski's grit, that goes away today.
Duke's territory, you're looking at the same replay we are. Our rules analyst, what do you see?
Look, there's some subjectivity with all of these because big guys are fighting for position. I do know this now from NCAA points of emphasis, and I agree with them. When contact starts to occur in head or neck areas with elbows, even though you're trying to fight for position, when you start lifting your arms and making contact like that, they're going to look at that. I don't think that this is a flagrant foul, but this is getting close because of the direction and the area that they're making that contact, and they've got to continue to look and enforce it when it's there.
Well, you're right, Gene. It's just a common foul.
We thank you, Gene. It's Roach and Key. He's up high. Lively trying to set a screen and does. Roach. Proctor. Positions. Fires and got it. Vescovy was out of position.
This is a crucial stretch for the Duke Blue Devils. They've cut it to 5, and they need to hold Tennessee within range.
Proctor's been huge here in the second half to keep them close. He's finding ways to create shots.
Phillips a floater inside. And Keeves got it. To your point about Proctor, 12 points second half, 14 for the game. Kamwa, Vescovy thought about it, the fake, and Proctor there. Kamwa the spinner.
Kamwa is a tremendous shooter inside the arc. He's not a great shooter outside the arc, but he shoots almost 55% inside, and those little turnaround jump shots.
He's got 17 and 13 stand have come in the second half.
Yeah, it's him against Proctor right now.
Yep. Vescovy trying to stay with him. Lively with a good screen. Plavcic trying to stay in the way of Proctor. Proctor's become a flamethrower. He now has 16 with 14 in the second half.
Tennessee is not paying any attention to Lively when he goes out there to set that screen.
Vescovy at the other end. Under 6 to play. Winner goes to the Sweet 16. Plavcic inside. Good feed. Cutting. Come on.
Great pass, though.
Great pass, and that's how you score against Duke when Lively's close to it.
Yeah, and excellent patience by Tennessee to get the ball into the middle of the zone and then big-to-big passing.
Lively with it. Roach lost it on the dribble. Plavcic comes up with it.
Turnover number 15 for Duke.
Here comes Key, who played most of his college career at Indiana State.
The Duke turnovers really have been the story of the game. You know, we talk about the physicality and all that kind of stuff, and that's caused some of those turnovers. But Duke's inability to hang on to the ball is really costly.
Kamwa and Filipowski will challenge. Vasco cover, take a taste, and see for yourself. Foul on Filipowski and stand number 3.
Kamwa has just been outstanding here in the second half.
He scored the last 9 points for the Volunteers.
He just has been so steady, and he's finding open opportunities.
Remember last season, played a game, I think it was in Columbia, South Carolina, and he had an ankle injury that ended his season about midway through the year.
But today, he's got 19 points on 10 field goal attempts. Can't be much more efficient than that. No turnovers either. That is efficient offensive basketball.
Free throw numbers are low, 6 of 7 for the Vols. 4 of 7 from the line for Duke.
Duke needs a little run here.
Well, this is the guy that's going to get him shots.
Roach, 3. Kravchuk with the rebound.
Lively hasn't taken a shot today. It's been a long time since we've heard anything offensively from Whitehead.
Vescovy will go down low. Meshack is in on the wing. And it's Kamwa once again. He cannot miss.
He's only
what a stroke.
He's only a 30% three-point shooter, but he's all alone. Duke back to the man-to-man, and they have really struggled trying to defend Tennessee in that particular defense.
Kamwa 3 for 3 today from 3.
Kamwa, the last 13 points for Tennessee. Proctor, 3. Kamwa, rebound. Lively picked it away.
I think they called a foul on Lively.
Yep, it sure is. Kamwa has been on fire. He's got the last 13 for Barnes and the Vols in Orlando.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more spa days, more of what you love. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Don't miss these big savings. Visit inflationbuster.com.
The Hook and Ladder from Firehouse Subs is a winner. Piled high with honey ham, smoked turkey, and melted Monterey Jack. Now get $2 off any in-app sub purchase with promo code HOOPS. Only on the Firehouse Subs app.
1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
Michael Jordan is the player we've been waiting for. He's going to change the world. I'm going to build a shoe line around just him. There's nothing cool about Nike. He doesn't even want to meet. And if we're going to make it, we got to take risks. You have our attention. You got a name for it? Air Jordan. I don't know. Seriously? Well, maybe it'll grow on me.
Air, rated R. Exclusive in theaters April 5th.
If Raina's thinking about retirement, she'll get some help from Fidelity to envision what's possible and balance risk and reward. And with a clear plan, Raina can enjoy wherever she's headed next. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
When you look into your future, do you see a life full of obstacles or possibilities? Back in 1775, the 13 colonies combined into a unified army, beginning to fight for our nation's independence. And that was the first obstacle. The Army made history by overcoming the insurmountable. But history is never over. The obstacles kept coming, one after the other. And the Army made history again and again. In the process of changing the world, the Army transformed the lives of the millions within its ranks and the character of this country. If you see obstacles ahead of you, take a closer look at this force that's been overcoming them for almost 250 years. Where you can draw strength from those beside you and make your history.
In 3 weeks, CBS returns to Augusta National Golf Club for a tradition unlike any other. The Masters coming in April to CBS. Tennessee is +9 from 3. The Volunteers have got 7 more points on second chance opportunities. They're plus 13 points off turnovers, and Stan, they've got 5 more rebounds than the Blue Devils.
Yeah, look, I mean, Duke has shot 61% in the second half and has been outscored by 5.
Jalen Blanks is checked in for Duke. Timeout taken, and the Volunteers have their biggest lead of 11. We step aside.
Is it March already?
Next stop, Final Four.
I love this time of year.
We're back in Orlando in CBS Wednesday. Don't miss the action-packed news series that critics are calling an entertaining ride, enjoyable escapism, and pure merriment. Make it 8 with a new True Lies Wednesday at 10, 9 Central here on CBS. Kevin Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, Dan Bonner, Lauren Shahada. Meshack has it. Tennessee in control. They break the press. Kamwa, who's got the last 13 for Tennessee. And 3.5 to go. Good entry pass. Meshack there. Filipowski on him. Klopchich. Vescovy. Shot clock at 4. Knifing his way in. Kamwa 3. Filipowski will grab the loose ball. And 5 rebounds for him.
There's a revelation. I didn't know he was capable of missing.
Proctor 3. Rebound. Klopchich inside. Oh, there's a nest of defenders around him, but he held on to it and tried to get it away, and a quick foul called. It goes on Jalen Blanks.
And how about the second half by Olivier Kamwa? I mean, he has been a big part of the offense. Like you say, he scored 13 points in a row by himself.
He has started every game this season, the only Tennessee Volunteer to do so. The scoring right there tells a big story on what he's been able to do here in the second half.
Well, the other thing that Tennessee's done a great job of, Duke's the 8th best offensive rebounding team in the country.
For pressure.
They have 4 offensive rebounds today.
Vescovy at the controls. Adu is in on top. Roach is on Kamwa. Meshack, shot clock at 5. Crowbars his way in. Lost the ball. Filipowski's deep. Proctor ahead. Roach had it knocked away at the iron.
Vescovy is a very underrated defender. He can move his feet and guard the ball. He's got great hands. Couple of steals today. Now a block.
He does such a great job avoiding the body of Proctor. He uses that left hand so he doesn't run into him.
Filipowski squeezes the trigger and gets it in. A lot of defense around him, too. Draped on both shoulders. With a timeout and 2:33 to go. Duke down by 9. They trail by 11.
Need to be at your best? You need an antiperspirant that goes beyond. Introducing new Dove Men with 72-hour protection plus care for your skin, so you can forget your underarms and focus on being unforgettable. New Dove Men. Forgettable underarms, unforgettable you.
The 3 for Me only at Chili's serves up bottomless drinks, bottomless chips and salsa, and a cheeseburger and fries for just $10.99. Hey, it's 3 for me, not 3 for us. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Duke has 1 timeout left, Stan Van Gundy, and they trail by 9.
Yeah, well, he called the timeout to get his press set and to get Roach out of the game so they can be a little bit more aggressive at every spot defensively here in this possession. And with Mitchell out, he's got to go with Blakes in this situation, pressing a guy he hasn't used much of late.
He's a sophomore, Blakes is. They have 4 freshmen and a sophomore out there. Duke does. The 5th seed against the 4th seed Volunteers. full court pressure, and James gets it off. Descovine. Whitehead is watching James. Adu. And a foul. Blakes as he corrals Meshack. And Blakes picks up his second.
Well, that's something they had talked about in the timeout, is they were going to foul if the ball got out of the trap, and Meshack's only a 61% free throw shooter.
1-1 right here, and the winner, of course, will go to Madison Square Garden and play the winner of FAU or Fairleigh Dickinson off that big upset of top seed Purdue. Meshack, a 60% free throw shooter. Top 50 high school player from Fontana, California. He is a sophomore, had a brother who played college football at Arizona. And he plays a physical style as he stands at the line. Meshack with his first point this afternoon.
And a great on-ball defender, but turns the ball over quite a bit. They want to try to keep the ball in Descovine's hands more.
Proctor weaving. Roach will set up. 13 for Roach, 7 in the second half.
There's still plenty of time here.
And Roach has been playing with foul trouble a long time. Filipowski. Meshack had his foot stepped on. Kyle Filipowski picks up the foul. Dan, number 4 on the freshman.
See, and this is the problem. You get into an end-of-game situation. You're trying to foul. You need your offensive players out there so you can score. So you got to foul, but you can't have Filipowski foul out of the game.
Well, no, and that's also a problem when you're down a guy.
Yes.
You know, and they're down Mitchell. That hurts them. I mean, we have said this before in this tournament. Duke is 19-1 when they've had all of their top 6 players. They're only 8-7 today, coming in when they're missing even one of them, and that's where they'll find themselves today.
And regular starter Mark Mitchell not starting, and they had Whitehead there. Pretty good to bring in Whitehead. He's a gifted young freshman. Proctor the other way. Under 2 to go. Adu will defend. Proctor will fire. Lively will try to snare it and does. Roach aims from 3. Tennessee the rebound. That was a big miss.
And this is another problem for Duke. We've said a couple times they are not a dynamic three-point shooting team. Now, I don't know whether the game is closer or they win the game with Mitchell, because Tennessee has been absolutely outstanding.
Began playing a physical brand of basketball. Haven't strayed too far from it, but now they're hitting shots here in the second half. Tennessee in the second half has made 50% of their shots.
Incredible, this second half.
Filipowski, 3, no, rebound. James and the Volunteers can smell it. They're trying to foul. They are. Right there, they get come on a straitjacket, and it is a foul. He came in hot and high on this putback. Come on.
Now, Lively is the guy that usually just goes up and gets it, and he doesn't think about turning around and blocking Cumwell.
He doesn't block him out. Cumwell, clean run to the board. And the Volunteers, 48.8 seconds away from Rick Barnes' 8th Sweet 16.
I mean, this was some defensive performance by Tennessee.
There's no question about that. I mean, look, Duke's defense, until Cumwell got going, was good enough, but the 15 turnovers sealed their fate.
This is the biggest lead for the Volunteers this afternoon.
And Derek Lively still has not attempted a shot. So what Tennessee has done when Lively went up to the top to set those screens, they simply ignored him, and he wasn't able to get to the basket. At regular game, he'll get 2 or 3 dunks rolling off that high screen, and not today.
Cowboys 27 matches, his career high. They try to hook it inside, ricocheted off the palm of Adu, and Lively was in the sights of the pass.
Good luck to whoever wins that Fairleigh Dickinson Florida Atlantic game.
That's a 3 by Roach. It's a rebound by Cumwell.
Come on, Cromwell, let somebody else do something.
Wow. What an impressive performance.
Incredible.
Rocky Top is going to the Big Apple. And the countdown is on. 6 seconds difference. Game clock, shot clock. Cromwell has 17 of the last 19 points for Tennessee. Adu, 3, no. Filipowski, and that will do it. The Tennessee Volunteers are going to the Sweet 16. Fairleigh Dickinson against FAU coming up tomorrow. That's tomorrow night on True TV. One slot has been filled for Thursday at Madison Square Garden. Now 3 more to go.
Tell you what, Tennessee's going to be tough for anybody to beat in Madison Square Garden next week. If they play this kind of defense, you are in for a long day.
Well, you sure are, but it's not just the defense. We have seen, as we both looked at Tennessee preparing for this tournament, that without Ziegler, they really had a hard time hanging on to the ball, and that was not the case today.
To Lauren Shahadi.
Olivier, all smiles. Congratulations. What the heck got into you in the second half?
They didn't let me play in the first, so I had to get all my action in the second.
Coach wanted physical. He got it. 9 touchdowns. How'd you guys win at your own game?
You know, it's what we do. We've been in these kind of fights all year. You know, we've lost some, we've won some, and we've, weathered the storm all year.
I keep hearing you guys say we live in the mud. They don't want to get dirty. We live in the mud. What the heck does that mean?
It means we tough. It means we hard-nosed. It means we guard, and we bring you to our level. We bring you to our world.
Sakai got injured. People counted you out. What do you want to say to him watching at home?
We love you, Zine. Let's go to New York, baby.
Let's go. How sweet it is. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Kevin.
They wanted to play physical, Stan. The Volunteers did, and it worked out.
Oh, it sure did, but like Dan said, that defense you can count on. They're going to have that every night. But the other night against Louisiana, 18 turnovers, only 9 tonight against a better defensive team.
Our next game here on CBS, 8th-seeded Arkansas. They'll take on the #1 Kansas Jayhawks. For Dan Bonner, Stan Van Gundy, Lauren Shahadi, and Gene Steratore, Kevin Harlan saying good afternoon from Orlando. Back to the studio after this on CBS.